Hey everybody, Thomas here. Made a quick trip up to Tennessee to drop off some wood for my dad, as well as pull out some logs with my dad while we're up here on the farm. We had some trees that came down during the storm, and the tool that we are using is this Farmi 351P winch. Now this is about a 2005 model. I picked this up from a gentleman down in southern Mississippi there, who his uncle had passed away. We got this as well as the sharpener and setter, if you saw that in my other video. We actually ran the sharpener and setter yesterday while I was up here at my dad's house, and I sharpened up a few blades for him, and then I put the blade to the test. And this is, if you follow my Instagram page as well, you'll see this is that spalted maple that I just cut up and everything. This is gorgeous. This is cut with the blade that I sharpened yesterday and set yesterday with that the new sharpener setter, and it cut like butter. I hear Tommy running up here on his four-wheeler right now. But again, we're going to be getting out there today in the woods and pulling out some stuff with this winch. We used it yesterday. We pulled out a number of hickory logs. We pulled out some maple logs. Today we're going to pull out persimmon, another hickory, a couple more maple, and whatever else we can find that's already down in the woods. So, I mean, this sucker works. I used this at my buddy Mr. Jack's house the other day too. That blade right there, it will dig. And what I was using it for, probably not intended for, but you know, I'm a bit rough on some of my equipment from time to time. But what I was using it for is we were breaking out stumps of pine. I would push with this and it would snap. I could hear the taproot snap, and then we'd kind of dig it out. It did very well. This is my dad's tractor, the 4610. It's a great tractor. But doesn't have quite as much as oomph as my Massey Ferguson. But yeah, this is a fantastic tool, and I'm gonna do some videos that I'll piece together with this, but we'll show you. Oh, yesterday we also did do a cherry tree as well. It was a widowmaker, meaning it was kind of detached at the bottom. I went ahead and cut it at the bottom, and then it was still hung up at the top. So I couldn't get the chain up that high. I could only get it about 8-ish foot up off the ground, but we took this to a location away from where the tree was, and used it to actually pull down the tree safely and brought it to the ground. And we hauled out a few of those logs. And in fact, that pile right there, there's a cherry log on top, there's a few maple, and there's 2 hickory. But yeah, here we go. Show some video. All right, so now we're hauling out cedar logs. Dad's up on top of the hill. That thing's just pulling out like nothing. Now that's only a 9-foot cedar log, but it pulls out of there with no issue. Now I'm gonna try to pull this full length right here, which is over 20 foot long. Again, nice solid cedar from Cedar Grove, Tennessee. But yeah, it had no problem with that at all. Now he's hauling the 20-foot cedar log with the nastiness at the bottom down here, which I think I might cut that off, and we use that as a fish attractant in the lake. I hauled up there with no problem. Now we've got 2 cedar logs up there, which we'll be able to skid out. We've got a few more things we gotta get out down here, but this is down here in one of my favorite areas of the property for hunting. So this is actually going to clear out a few new shooting lanes for me, which I'm very happy about. Okay, so we just pulled out with the winch 4 logs. I didn't show that on video. Now they are cedar logs. The cedar's pretty light. Well, my grapevine's catching. There we go. That's 4 logs. I choked them up pretty close on the back of the winch, but we did pull them out from where the tractor brought them up to, got the tractor in a better location, and then pulled them with the winch to there. That's pretty impressive, because you know the other ones up forward are short, they're all about 9 foot, but this longer one here being about 20 foot, and with those essentially land anchors on the back of it. Yeah, very impressed. Next tree, I don't know, we've got some persimmon to pull out and some black walnut. More to follow. All right, so now we're on another section of property. Doesn't look like much, but this is actually a black walnut log right here that's been down for quite a while. Now the section that's on the ground, it's pretty much rotted. But the rest of this should be pretty good. So we're gonna hopefully get the tractor started up and then get ready to pull this sucker out. All right, now from the perspective of the winch itself, we've got it tied off to a black walnut log up in the woods there. I'm thinking it's gonna clear, but we'll see. All right, go ahead and engage. So he's turned on the PTO. Turning, now we're just gonna go ahead and engage. There she goes. And she's coming. That is a nice size black walnut log. It ain't much. It was been on the ground for a while, but there's a black walnut log that we have. All right, now that we've winched it out, we're hauling out the log. Again, not the prettiest log, but that heartwood is still gonna be good. So that'll be some nice boards I'll be able to get out of there, and you know, it's black walnut, so why not? But she pulled it no problem. From over there in the wood, you can see the log section there on the right hand side that's still down. That's the section that was in the ground. I'm actually gonna cut more on that and see if there's anything salvageable, but that has been on the ground for a number of years. We're talking 3, 4, 5 years, I don't know. It's been there for a while. It's been a while since I was out here hunting this side, and now he's getting stuck up on there, so I gotta give him a hand, but here we go, we'll see you. All right, so we got stuck in the soft spot there. Now we're gonna just show, we do like a leapfrog technique, back on top of flat ground, logs down there. Pull her up. I'm hoping it's gonna clear that beech log. We'll see, I don't know, that beech tree. This is where a snatch block comes in handy. Oh yeah, it cleared. Pulling up. There we go. That was pretty easy. Nice poplar log, or excuse me, black walnut log. Now we're gonna hook her up using the chain, which is totally stuck underneath here. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll put the chain onto these little slits right here, and it'll hold it. So I didn't end up putting it on the chain portion. I just went ahead and locked the spool for the winch reel, and now he's just pulling it with that cable there, and he's got the log up against the tractor, and it's well on its way up to the barn, up to the sawmill. Now we'll head back down here for a few more. Again, we've got some sycamore that I just found that was down recently from a storm, and some cherry, and maybe another black walnut log, we'll see. There's another log down across the creek. I can't tell what it is from the distance I was at, but we will find out here shortly. This is pretty cool because this tool gives us the capability of pulling logs from a further area where we couldn't really get the tractor to. But if you would use, say, a skidder from a logging company, it would be a little more detrimental to the land than this little thing right here. So yes, you are going to scratch up the ground a little bit, but for the most part, it's kind of low impact. That's what they sell these winches as. It's like it's low impact to forestry operations from small rigs. Now what we do is, you know, we're doing this for personal use. I'm not going to go out and start logging stuff on people's property, but what this does is it allows me to go through our woods, definitely during hunting season, and scout out logs that are down that need to be removed. So that's my motto. That's the sycamore log I'll get to next, and then in the far way down there, I don't think you can see it on the camera, there's another log that goes across, and from here it looks like it may be cherry. It's been down for a while, but we'll see. Okay, so we've gone through, we've removed sycamore tree, which came out with 3 log sections. Black walnut came out with 3 log sections, and there was something else. But long story short, it's working well. Very happy with the Farmi winch. It's been fantastic. And good old Tommy here, he's having a blast with his. But yeah, more to follow. Okay, so this is a true count just from this morning's pull. There are 4 black walnut sections, 2 sycamore sections, and excuse me, yeah, and then there are 4 cedar sections. So decent haul. Even though some of the stuff looks kind of rough, like this black walnut, that center is still good. I mean, it looks really good. And then the cedar over there, it's got some pretty neat little like star pattern stuff towards the edge and everything. These actually, I might turn a couple of these into some cookies just because it looks so good. But this is a tree that came down a while back. Well, excuse me, it was dead, and then I brought it down. That's gonna look pretty. But I'm very happy with this haul this morning. I know some of this looks kind of, you know, not that cool, but you know, never judge a book by its cover. On the inside, this can be some pretty stuff. And that sycamore, I'm gonna leave that here with my dad, because if you saw my other video, I hauled, I had 10 logs of cedar, or sycamore. So I'm gonna leave the sycamore with him. I'll take back the black walnut, and I'll take back some of the cedar, not very much of it, but because he's got cedar here and I've got cedar there, so we'll kind of divide and conquer on that one. But very happy overall. It's a pretty day. This morning it started off at around 20 something degrees, I think, and then yeah, a good morning. We're gonna go grab some lunch right now, and then we'll pop back out and probably pull out some maple. I want to show the maple. It is gorgeous. It's just beyond gorgeous, this red maple that we're pulling out of the swamp. So I can't wait to start cutting that up. And I'll do a video of some of this wood. I'll show, you know, some of this black walnut. Yeah, it looks kind of rough on the outside, but I'm telling you, the inside's going to be gorgeous. So we'll see. See you around. Thanks.